development, getting better, and understanding for these young guys. I don't think the playoffs is just a guarantee.
7 of 16. Blazers 7 of 16 from 3 in the first half. Here's CJ. His offering over DeRozan. Certainly very emotional for the organization as well as for him. Here's a step back on the elbow. CJ goal is 0 for 5. Lillard 1 of 3 from the field. Turns the corner, fighting off Rivers. Sets up CJ for a deep 2.
There you go.
That's the way to get it going.
Yep.
24% from three-point range. CJ on field. Snaps off a quick one and knocked it for the year so far. CJ trying to get himself going off the screen. Stop and go pull up. Jay got it.
Book big man move. Lillard to McCollum. CJ McCollum.
And Whiteside, who only has 4 points, does have 11 boards and 6 block shots. CJ McCollum. Blazers hoping he could heat up. 11 with 9 minutes left.
Getting to his strength there, which is that hard left-hand drive at the rim or the floater.
McCollum drills a mid-range jump.
Getting out and running is when it's most effective. Can't fall asleep looking for the pick.
And C.J. McCollum.
He's got away from Evans. Otherwise, he had a good look at a basket.
And McCollum hits the jump shot. He's got 6. And it's a game-high 9-point lead.
Much more, I think, pace and purpose.
They shot 59% in the second quarter as McCollum reins in a jumper.
Young 7-footer, only 20 years old now, has to guard C.J. McCollum.
That's a tough task.
Contested. They really don't get very many good looks anymore.
And the Blazers come early, trying to find yourself. This is the best time to win road games as well. Teams aren't in great shape. Chemistry's not there.
He's got 9 rebounds, make it 6 rebounds now. With McCollum the other way, defended by Moore.
You talk about late in the fourth quarter, a tight game.
Lonzo Ball will step in. Rondo goes to the pine. CJ fades and fires and hits.
Looking out with Kuzma.
CJ McCollum after Kuzma 3-point play. Tees up a mid-range. Here's Myers with it. Dribble handoff to CJ. 14 to shoot. Myers threading his way. Make that CJ was threading his way to within 15 feet. In the front court. Drives in. Defense sags. CJ an opening. Working on the 6'9" Ingram. Steps back. Flutters one up and in. Wrapped up by Nurk. CJ recovers. Slants. Running right-hander off the window up and in. 8-point Laker lead with 1.5 minutes to play. CJ crossing over on McGee, then steps back. Flutter ball up and in.
They're getting the most what are considered wide open threes in the league because people are pitching in on Giannis so much.
And they're getting the most per ball game.
So this is a good sign. Damian.
CJ off the screen, great mid-range look, nobody near him, knocked it down. They're going to give the
boys come in here and make a killing doing that, and good to see Nurk make the adjustment.
Fadeaway jumper, CJ McCollum off the left foot, fading away.
Game they played, they attempted 56 threes and they made 22, so we got to do a better job of controlling that, making sure Robin Lopez doesn't get a lot of open.
This is
for a mere mortal.
CJ comes down with it, 12 to shoot. Again, a little mid-range number. He'll hang it up there and in.
Well, right now, Lopez.
Exactly. That's what the Blazers are thinking as CJ goes to work. Fires over DiVincenzo and got it. CJ McCollum.
They're not out of this game. You see Middleton drain the 3. But what Coach Johnson's talking about playing in the crowd is what Milwaukee wants to try to do to CJ eventually.
CJ off the screen to 15 feet, drilled it.
I'm glad he got another look because the shot he took right.
Series of dribble handoffs. CJ with it, coming off the screen, knocks down the jump shot. The rookie. Oh, what a move! Ball loose. CJ picks it up and scores as Harrell can't handle it.
Oh, the Blazers
game. They are down 6 with 5:44 to go here in the third. CJ fights off 2 defenders and he sticks a deep jumper from the end line. Evan on the post up as Kyrie deep doubled. Horford got a piece. CJ comes up with it. High glass, rimming, falls in. And Brad Stevens calls timeout for Boston.
Which is down from last year when he shot 37% from three, but it's early. Here's McCollum, 2-point range. Hey,
yeah, but there's people thinking you think that there were similarities. I mean, Magic Johnson, talking about if these guys get it going, you got your hands full and not much you can do.
And right now they're a combined 8 of 21 after that basket by McCollum, giving him 14 points. McCollum, and he's starting to get hot. C.J. McCollum now at 19.
It's fun to watch him connect with these Timberwolves fans here at Target Center. Do it again here.
How about the hustle? McCollum does hit the pull-up jumper, but Covington got there.
Program definitely goes out of their way to take care of single mothers. So he said for him, it means a lot, and to be able to help other people is just.
This time on the offense.
McCollum. C.J. McCollum pull-up shot is good.
Ian Lillard uncanny. Burke on McCollum. Gyrating. Devastating.
Oh, sweet shot for McCollum. He's got 18.
Just perpetual motion.
McCollum jumper. That's good. Yeah, if he didn't play with Lillard.
How many do I need to help out tonight?
I'll tell you what, he is so great.
Turner's checked in for Portland. When Cook moved his feet nicely, McCollum is just that good.
He's not worried about Lillard getting his shots, is he? When he
3 to shoot. McCollum, tough runner, and made it. Wow.
It's a two-pointer.
What a good back. CJ surveys, eyeballs Gallinari, and shoots a deep 2 up and over it.
To the point, and this one it was longer, about double that time. They watched the entire third quarter against the Clippers, where the Clippers outscored preferred, obviously, but I say that because Nurk was pointing. And so to me, what he was indicating that CJ keeps the high hand going here early. Handoff and force the back door cut from Terrence Ross.
CJ, gorgeous step back at the free throw line.
You save.
Worked out well for him here with the Blazers. McCollum on the baseline. Gets the bounce.
Now you got to contend with 2 of the most dynamic scorers.
As Carmelo Anthony in 2011, you would think if the Nuggets keep going, they're going to get 1 at least. And it could be Jokic. C.J. McCollum heating up. Jokic gets him on the switch. McCollum over Jokic. It's good. Another 2-pointer by C.J. McCollum. His 11th basket, 24th.
Patty Mills comes up running off the bench. He and Derek White have checked in a moment. McCollum counters with 2 to make it a 3-point game. McCollum with a floater. C.J. McCollum. Much more. Patty got a little too strong. Doesn't know his own strength. McCollum goes to work, gets the deuce.
Put a smile on your face. It wouldn't for him, but most other Grinches it would. CJ, a mid-range look. Bumped the iron.
Last season, James Harden.
You like backcourt play. This is a game you'll like to watch tonight.
I like to watch good players play. Yeah. Be it postman, guard, year long. It's good to see him take control and take the ball to the rack.
C.J. McCollum with a jumper, and that's what every team's doing now.
Burgess did a good job of closing off, helping on James Harden on that play.
McCollum. And then, those tough shots are going to fall, and you got to take better shots overall.
McCollum takes a lot of good shots. Screen by Myers-Leonard. Shot clock down to 2. McCollum banks it up and in. Aaron with 9 on the night. McCollum going left, looking for a cutter. Instead, he'll just take it and make it on his own. McCollum with 20. So Turner has come on. Jake Layman, who got the start tonight, he is out. McCollum with a foul line jumper that's in.
Stay close to Gasol, giving Conley driving lanes, or will he stay with Conley and give jump shots there? Conley knocks down the jumper as McCollum continues to sizzle.
He is unbelievable. Hard to believe. McCollum. Jermichael closes out. McCollum banks it in anyway.
But the one game that he did play was against Los Angeles, and really the only bright spot against the Lakers on Saturday, scoring a season-high 17 points for Selden that night. J.B. Bickers.
An airballed three, but it will not matter. For the third time this year, Portland held to fewer than 100 points. But
Toronto tonight, 15 of 26 from three, nearly 58%. CJ puts it on the deck, looks off defenders, and sends in a runner.
Capitalize, boxing the Portland Trailblazers out and keep them off of the offensive glass.
McCollum moving left, firing right. Linda Leonard, the first woman assistant general manager in NBA history. Bet that was somebody, and they'll say, oh, no.
Last possession.
McCollum through the paint. That's a tough shot. That means the best of it. McCollum out front against Gallo again. Steps back, fires. Yeah, that's good.
Number one in fewest shots allowed per ball game to their opponents. And this is why. They come to double CJ, and he sends in a solid bolt up over Garrett Temple, who was playing nearly perfect defense. Turner off the screen, pump it outside to CJ, looking at Collins. He's got Anderson on him. He'll go at Conley, the step back. Oh, he put a little... CJ goes at Gobert, put him on skates, pulls up on a 15-footer's good.
Got to knock it down in the mid-range.
CJ curling off a screen, deep step back, got it. CJ McCollum creating his own space for Ruby. Nurk screen, CJ steps back from the elbow, dancing around and in.
Barely got it up over Gobert. It's amazing the way that guy does something to make his imprint in the game. Last time in Dallas, he changed the flow of the game for Dallas when he came in. CJ, that's great to see him knocking down a shot, but the equivalent of when Damian and CJ come together, it forces the defense to have to communicate really quickly, know whatever they're doing, and that's that elbow jump shot.
Dame gets it settled. 15 to shoot. CJ off the screen, feathers one up and in. Beautifully done.
Well, it's target practice if DeAndre Jordan. Last time down, Kevin, the Mavericks rotated their defense, took away the roll, forced the pass over the top. This time, CJ able to do.
Dame comes off the screen. Dribble handoff to CJ. Straightens, head of the key. Got it. Dame hesitates, fakes a handoff, swings it up top. 9 to shoot. CJ has a step on Matthews. Leap and lean is good off the rim.
McCollum's got Draymond with the shot clock at 5. McCollum step back jumper gives Portland the lead.
CJ operating with 9 minutes to play in the second. Mid-range up and in.
Looks really similar to that pull-up he hit late.
Dame outside, slipping the screen. Nurk swings to CJ, and he comes high runner. Yeah.
That's good offense.
CJ swing outside, picked up on a switch. 6'10" Jonas Jerebko in his first year with the Warriors. Fires over him. Got it. CJ.
Something good out of that.
Nurk is deep. Go to work. Double outside CJ. Contact with Curry. Turbulence. Knocked it down. Philly 10th in offensive rating at 110. CJ steps back. A jumper over Butler. Hangs on the iron and it rolls in. And that
right left with the feet. So look for him to hop a little bit more into the shot. Time, right? See, and that's right now. 33% from 3. Just like this guy right here. He's better than his current percentage.
Boy, he's just working.
It's not one of their strong suits, so the Kings will get some good looks at it tonight.
Now McCollum to the baseline. Pull up. Got it. Smooth. Well, CJ.
You want somebody who's going to be able to stretch the floor, but he wants the size, I guess, with Mo Harkless out on the floor.
Two-pointer. Quick shot. McCollum. 5-point game.
Finish this game. You see PJ Tucker, they're doubling Nurk before he even gets the ball. So CJ, you got to go to work.
Step back. Arced it high, falling away over Nene. Damian doubled, gives to Aminu. Diagonal outside. CJ in low to Nurk. Goes to get it. Pull up off the dribble. Got it! Oh, he's on fire.
19 blocks for Dan.
CJ eyeballs Cornette. Beautiful banker. Pick off the shot of Ocean. Stat line, the Knicks 9 of 22, 41% in the third. The Blazers shot 52%. CJ steps back and operating. Blazers trying their best to put him away. CJ into the lane. Contact made. Drives in, draws two. Finds Lillard off the lane, but elevating for three. Rebound CJ McCollum in the paint. Steps back, floats another one up in air. Nurkic, who plays good defense without fouling. CJ up the floor. Crossing over on Markin.
Oh, he got him.
Came right back to that right hand and flushes a little flip for Evan Turner on the push. He's got options. The trailer is CJ. Running right-hander, up and in.
Evan Show.
10 tonight on Chicago. CJ sizing up. Levine sweeping cross, the step back up and in. Oh, a thing of beauty. He'll let a few go. 9 a game he attempts. We'll give and go action. CJ the pirouette.
Behind him, and then he's trying to finish over Nurk. He's not finding a lot of success so far in doing it.
CJ trying to shake Monk, drifts and scores.
58% from the field in that one. Contributing very well in the absence of Mo Harkless, able to fill that 3 spot.
Ranked in the East as of tonight. Nice give and go action in transition. CJ the following got it. Boy, that was gorgeous.
It was.
He has 11 points, and the Nuggets are up by 2.
Those are non-forced easy shots, and
Nurk quickly dispatches it to CJ. Works on Sexton, comes off the screen, got a good look, and knocked it down. There you go. Blazers need to put the foot down now. CJ.
You could sense it.
New dribbles from Nurk, gets to the sweet spot, splash. CJ Nurk screens. Here's CJ into the lane. Gives to Nurk. Hands off to CJ. Gets off the shot. Scores.
Roll up. So CJ was a part of that conversation about that.
Up near 21 a game, which would be a career high. Also 8 assists. Curling off a screen. CJ from 15. Knocked it in. Rattling one.
Behind Chief. I'm not sure if it got deflected or not, but it was available.
CJ the step back. Got some ground on Holiday with that step back. Nurk hands off to Turner at the top. Over to CJ, one dribble, off the bounce, knocked it down. He's been sharp. 18-5 run for New Orleans. CJ fouled.
I think he just got bodied by Nurkic. Forced him off his spot, McCollum. He's been making a living out of that throughout his young career. So good in the mid-range.
I get a 3. Proud to own the 3-point zone. Fulton Homes donates $100 to Sons Charities. Yes, to Kelly Oubre, double figures again. He's got 10. McCollum takes the handoff, and boy, that is
organization. He's an impressive guy. Nurk hands off here to CJ, uses the screen and drills the jumper from the mid.
Defense forces you to take.
Boy, that was a tough negotiation there by CJ. Missed the shot. Nurk the rebound. Nurk was headed down.
Trae Young's guarding CJ. So no more post up.
CJ slow rolls off the screen. Dedmon didn't fully commit. And CJ holding the fort. He works on Spellman on a switch. Trying to shake him. Spellman, though, good possession D. But CJ is just
74th consecutive game play for Joe Ingles' second longest active streak behind Karl Anthony Towns. Here's McCollum on the baseline. So good in New Jersey in 2010. McCollum with Gobert on his hip. And that's a tough shot over one of the best.
It doesn't read that way in the stat sheet.
65%, 65%.
Exactly.
McCollum, wow, what a shot.
So Portland is putting it to right now.
Especially over the last 10 games. Utah's won 9 of those. The only loss was at home to Portland. They've been #1 defensively. Will he finish the quarter with a perfect shooting mark? Yes, he will.
McCollum on the step back, Jay, for 2.
Oh, I cannot spell it. Stealing it from Stephen A. Terry Stotts is a basketball offensive savant. Now, Grant, you went to do role situations, and maybe that'll tailor down some of his energy that he has on the offensive end.
That row, he's got 4.
King of the mid-range. We got 2 of them on the same team in DeMar and LaMarcus.
Nice little runner. That was Layman. And on top for McCollum. Thought 3, Gay converge. Here's the drive and the step back. As Reggie said, Shirley coming and chipping away at that big lead. McCollum dancing with the mismatch on Aldridge and makes it work.
Handles that time. Able to get all the way to the rim.
Hardaway has scored 12 points in each of his first 2 games with Dallas as McCollum.
That is a tough shot.
McCollum is
2 straight. And after tonight, obviously they have the All-Star break, then 7 games on the road. McCollum beats the shot clock buzzer.
Did minutes here with Nurkic on the bench. We approach 7 minutes to go, first half. McCollum, beautiful looking Jay. Portland has gotten itself up to 36%.
Yeah, especially from long range.
Well, that's shooting practice for C.J. McCollum. 3 months ago, Jimmy.
It sounded like you were building to something like that.
14 years
no,
old.
I'm with you.
That feels late. McCollum
played well so far. 2 of 10 from the field, 0 of 3 from the 3-point stripe.
McCollum stays in the game and cashes in from the.
Now will try to deal with Cantor. And he gave up the dribble. That does him a favor. That's sweet from C.J. McCollum.
Blazers respond out of the timeout. Willard and McCollum, neither has taken a shot in the half. There's the first one, C.J., and he drains it.
You give him.
Blazers 3-0 thus far on this season-long 7-game road trip. McCollum calls his own number and connects on the jumper.
We've got some shot makers in the house, and we know this. McCollum coming than he anticipated, but boy, he shows you some things.
McCollum's jumper is good. Doesn't get the roll.
He does find his spots, though, Al Horford, doesn't he? Slips into the open area, hands are up.
So does McCollum.
Yes.
He's playing the second half of a back-to-back. McCollum, nifty handle to create space and bury the jump.
Raptors back up by 7 just past the midway point of the first quarter. McCollum drills that mid-range jumper at his disposal, and he's looking forward to this fluid situation, how it's going to pan out. McCollum with the pull-up jumper. Boy, that's pretty. C.J. McCollum.
5 turnovers in this quarter already.
McCollum working against McCaw, good defender. Sometimes better offense is better than good defense, though. As McCollum.
Grizzlies held Portland to a season low in scoring, and game on December 12th.
Well, they're tough. But okay, and have home court advantage throughout.
Shot by Noel, backs up on a 17-footer. C.J. McCollum.
How about the separation?
This combination of record-wise, poor enough to not take him seriously, but talented individually enough, like C.J. off the bounce, where if they're
on him, leaving Booker on Nurkic. See what C.J. wants to do here. Crosses, steps back, flutters one up and in off the end. C.J. outside, ball fake trying to sell Jackson. Dirk comes to hit him with a screen, and then C.J. pops one over Ayton for a bucket.
High release.
Minute 45 left in the second. Oubre reaching in on C.J. Trying to shake him off the screen, step back, got it.
Yeah, where 10 years ago, you see the block there, the Suns, one of the best teams in the West is where people went.
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah, it was a spot. That was the
offensive rebound. Tempting fate too many times here.
Goodness.
McCollum.
To that, but Lillard, he's had a 50-plus point game this year.
McCollum lit it up against the Clips, and
it didn't try to do too much. Just pulled up with the 8-10 footer. It'll be McCollum.
Back 9 of the 11. The Blazers have started off 3 of 11 from the floor. The Spurs just 4 of 11. McCollum. Final minute. It's tough to guard C.J. McCollum this far away from the basket. And McCollum.
More difficult defensively because you can't lock in on that one guy that beats you off the dribble all the time.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we can. Works again for the Lakers. It's got the bench up and enjoying it.
Caruso with 12 assists.
And answering back. Boy, he's really a.
For OKC.
Coming back from a 19-point second quarter deficit, C.J. McCollum. He's the defensive rebounder.
But Myers Leonard is sitting there on the scorer's table ready to check in for Cantor. Whoa, what a move and what a finish by C.J. McCollum. Bad play by Damian Lillard. First the pick and then on the floor to get the steal. And then McCollum O on his jersey. And of course Gary Payton, one of the all-time greats from Oakland. Nice hit by McCollum. Let's check in with Stephanie. She's got McCollum with George on him, waiting for the screen from Leonard. Got Adams now, trying to shake him. McCollum up and over Adams. Wow. He's hit a three. He's got 7 points. Tough shot over Ferguson. Ooh. Wow. C.J. of the Indiana Pacers. McCollum got everybody up in the air and hits a little jump. Here's McCollum left wide open. Rarely misses those, especially when nobody's guarding him, and it quiets down.
Cantor fouls him, but Shooter does slap down him the ball.
McCollum. Little teardrop is good. Nice little runner by
Ferguson. Comes over the back there and gets the foul as Lillard goes up high for that board.
C.J. McCollum working on Westbrook. McCollum, yes! Ooh. Big shot. Ferguson with the switch on to Lillard. Lillard kicks it. McCollum. Little teardrop is good. Off the glass. The lead as we hit the 1 minute mark in regulation. George on McCollum. This is a long two for the tie. He's got 8 in the quarter. Deflected by Harris. Shot clock at 7. McCollum, the floater is good. Started Monday. I mean, both teams were up over 60% in the first quarter. Ooh, McCollum, little shake and bake, and drops the jumper for the rebound. And Aminu comes away with it. Good effort there by Cantor to keep it alive. C.J. McCollum will fire it, and it's down. Little mid-range.
80s basketball. Throw the thing on the board and go get it.
Look at that run, 7-0. McCollum trying to quiet it down. Ooh. Does so.
Offensive rebound, Collins. McCollum pulls it back. And a beautiful shot by C. And turns it over. Excellent defensive possession of the half court.
And Cantor is really hurting Dave.
McCollum pulls up and scores. He ties it at 104. Down to 6. McCollum comes and gets it with a timer at 4. Barton on him. McCollum drives. 2 on the shot clock. McCollum rattles around. Being physical with him. 47 minutes played for Cantor. Here's McCollum trying to shake Jokic. Buries the jumper. C.J. McCollum with 30.
Navigating with him what's happening, but that's a sloppy pass.
McCollum step back over Barton. It's good again.
It's able to come up with a second steal. C.J. McCollum from the mid-range.
That got the crowd going a little bit. That turnover there.
The last timeout. They advance the ball here. And it is C.J. McCollum, and he puts up a 3, and it is good!
In there to get out on the break.
McCollum, a little bit of sauce, and hits the mid-range. There's McCollum. By Murray. What a spin move.
Oh,
CJ!
Say, Mike, you are your habits. The things you preached and worked on from day one. It's no secret sauce on how to be successful. We prepared for
to the rim here in the first quarter.
You're Mike Malone. You got to be happy with the looks you're getting offensively right now.
McCollum drills that one. C.J. McCollum.
It's disconcerting. McCollum lost it, got it back. Ball was deflected, gets it back, and nails the jumper.
It's a great point.
6 to shoot. McCollum throws it up off the glass and banks it home. McCollum looking, puts it up, knocks it down. McCollum jumper. It's good. C.J. McCollum isolated on McCollum. 8 to shoot. McCollum will drive. Pushback jumper. It's good. C.J.
An emotional Game 7 win is a challenge. And they won. And
the Portland offense. McCollum guarded by Draymond Green. Finds a spot and knocks down the jumper. C.J. McCollum against Klay Thompson. Great offense against great defense. That time McCollum wins.
Boy, he is sharp tonight. 3 minutes to play.
Good job by Thompson, not falling in love with that three-point line, putting his head down and making a play.
C.J. McCollum comes right back. Looney guarding him. McCollum step back high, arcing shot is good. Well, the third quarter turned it around in game 2. That's where Golden State outscored them 39-24 the other night. McCollum, though, knocks down.
It allows guys to get a better vision, but you do protect against the layup.
Shot clock winding down. McCollum banks it home. It's away with it. McCollum trying to draw a foul. A lot of contact still. Banks now into McCollum. C.J. McCollum finds a spot, knocks down the jumper. That's what. Leonard holding on. Shot clock at 5. McCollum gets away from McKinney. Gets inside foul line. Jumper drills it.